Aisha Buhari is on a revenge mission. She was kicked out of her quarters, humiliated the daughter of Abba Kyari, locked Aisha Buhari's room, and said she wouldn't go in. Now is revenge. All those people that worked with Abba Kyari, now Aisha is denying them access to the villa, to Asarok. Are you following? This is a country that elected a president and a vice. And in all this nonsense, you're asking yourself, which of the cabal belongs to the vice president? At least he's the deputy, isn't it? None. Where is he? Let's forget that. Where is the vice president? You can't find him. But where is he? Oh no, he is heading economic reconstruction committee. Do you see what they're doing to your brain? And what? Oh my goodness! I don't know. I can't understand these people. I don't understand. You claim, albeit falsely, that Buhari is there but he can no longer perform. Is it not the job of the vice president to assume leadership? Reason why I don't hate anybody, I don't hate any group, I am not an ethnic bigot, but what I'm saying is, why is it that our learned people, the senior advocates from Yoruba land, why are they quiet? That's what I'm asking. Because I know that if had Fawumi or Fela been alive, this nonsense won't be happening. They will grant international press conference and they will spill everything out. That's what I'm asking. So Nigerians are now living in a climate of hypocrisy and deceit. Not just from Asarok, but from those you expect to know better. If you have a president and a vice, why do you have cabals running all over the place, according to national newspaper?
With all my family's smart devices.
Why? And the people say it as if it is just fun. Hey, it does our cabal went today, they didn't let us in. Their own cabal is stronger today. Madame is the one in charge now. Their own cabal is on. Can you imagine such rubbish? And you're wasting. No wonder there is no coordination in anything. No wonder there are lies everywhere. No wonder nobody can be paid. No wonder you have bandits and terrorists all over the place. No wonder everything is disjointed because there is no cohesion. There is no leadership. There is no direction. There is no purpose or even sense of purpose. All are missing. Why? Because they lied to themselves. They deceived all of you. They used fake videos and fake photos to be deceiving you since 2017. And people are thinking to themselves, my Yoruba brothers are thinking, oh, maybe because you're looking for Biafra. If you are looking for Nigeria, we would have supported you. What you're saying is the truth, but we can't support you because you want to break Nigeria. If you break Nigeria now, we will be left alone with only the Fulani, and one day they'll just come and pick us up one after the other. That's their fear. But I'm saying we are here. We can't allow Fulani to invade Yoruba land. It's not going to happen. Then you must stand on the side of the truth. Always. That's what we are saying. We used to have our own portion of the flavors. You have them in Biafra land all over the place. But we have not allowed them to come up because they are evil and we know them. That is a position that our brethren in the West must aspire to. I want all of us to be free. I want everybody to be free. Middle Belt, the West, the East. There's everywhere to be free. Then people can decide what they wish to do with their lives. What is happening now in the zoo is a travesty. It is a shame, it is a disgrace. You have no government. Absolutely none. Every day they bring out an ordinary secretary to the government. Not even the Senate President. Not even the House Speaker. And all of you are quiet. You're keeping very quiet, as if nothing is normal. But of course it's not. And you are the laughing stock. Aisha is now firmly in charge. But I know that some shameless, sycophantic Igbo men will go there, even as they knelt down before Tinubu asking for governorship of Enugu State and asking to be made the vice president of the zoo. I'm sure some of them will even run shamelessly to go and kneel before Aisha and be begging for contract. Usually when they go with the CVs of their children to say, oh, can you make my son or my daughter something or give him an appointment somewhere. As I said, from their mistakes we shall judge them. From their mistakes, we shall judge them. And that's what we are doing. I asked many weeks ago, I asked and I kept asking, as I also posted this a little earlier before we came live on air. I asked, I posted, and I said, where is Oshibajo? We started this very quest to find him. And yesterday night, their presidency, not president, what you have is presidency. Very soon you will have vice presidency. It is a joke, an absolute and complete joke. Now I want you to understand this. Presidency is now telling people to ignore what Nnamdi Kanu is saying. Ignore everybody asking after a fellow human being. We are asking out of concern. We care. I've told you before that Osibajo is a gentleman and I like him. I've said it. I have not hidden my admiration for Yemi Osibajo. I have not hidden it. He's a gentleman. I've said it many times. I am within my right. It's just like filing a habeas corpus in a court to ask to compel the authorities or whoever to produce the body of somebody that they are holding. That's what we are doing. Asking you to produce Osibajo. They have not looked at a whole government of the most populous country in the world. The government of over 200 million people, so they claim. I want to read out their response to a legitimate question, concern, and search for their own vice president. He is not the Biafran vice president. He is the Nigerian vice. We are asking them, we are helping them to find their own. Isn't it very ironic? Biafrans pulling Nigerians to help find their own vice president. Isn't it very ironic? Presidency responded, ignore the claims of those. What claim are we making? We said bring out the man. You're saying we're not making any claims. Bring him out. They can't bring him. Instead they said forget it. A whole vice president in the middle of a pandemic. All they can say is ignore those asking after a vice. Unbelievable. Let me read it for you. The presidency, mind you, not the president, not the presidency. This is the first time in my life I am hearing about presidency running a country. In all my life, I know that you are either a president or a prime minister, a premier, a vice chancellor, a chancellor running a country. I have never heard of the chancellery, because where you have a chancellor as the head of state, the next thing that the sub-departments under is called the chancellery. I have never heard of the chancellery of Germany, or the premier, the prime minister's office in London, or the presidency of Donald Trump. All I hear is President Trump. Hey, all I hear is the president of or President Macron. Have you heard of the French presidency before? Have you? I am asking all those said as senior advocates of Nigeria, Grand Commander of the Nigerian Order, Order of the Niger, ONE, ONO, even those in Oboli. I'm asking all of you. Have you ever heard of the presidency of South Africa? Have you ever heard of the presidency of Ghana, or the presidency of Tanzania, or the presidency of Kenya, or presidency of Mozambique? Have you in your lives before? Now, why are you answering the presidency in Nigeria? The reason why you're answering the presidency is because there is no president. Presidency is a group of people, a cabal, a group of people, and was introduced under Abakari. I want all of you to go back to 2015 and 2016. It's an assignment. Write it down on a piece of paper. Go back to 2013, 2014, 2015. Go back from Obasanjo's time. Go through every.
With all my family's smart devices, how do I know my network is secure?
How many times under Obasanjo, under Yar'Adua, under Jonathan, that the word presidency was used to describe the Nigerian president?
Advanced network security, because the more devices you have,
go and ask, go and check. This fashion of presidency only came with this people. It came with them. The presidency of all the Nigerian states not claims on the whereabouts of President Muhammadu Buhari and the vice. So the president, hey, come here. So instead of bringing them out to come and do a live interview to say we are live, as Obasanjo did when Obasanjo famously said, "I dey Kankpe." Have you all forgotten? Obasanjo said, "I dey Kankpe." To make you understand is him. Now, in the case of Nigeria, with Buhari dead and Osinbajo kidnapped, missing, they are issuing a statement, and they said, anybody asking you about Buhari and Osinbajo, ignore them. Ignore them. That's what they said. Ignore them. Is that how to run a country? If Buhari were to be alive, will you ask people to ignore those asking for him? He will come out and he will speak for himself. Why are you asking people to ignore us? Because you know we are speaking the truth. You know that all of you are in trouble. Aisha Buhari knows that she is in trouble. All of you, you know, don't you? You know you're in a mess. You know you're all going to prison. All of you are going to jail. No country will accept you. What you have done is unpardonable. Aisha Buhari and all those who are in Asorok now, failure to tell the world, to speak the truth, that a democratically elected president is there, is a coup against the people. That's what you've done. Aisha Buhari, what you have done is a coup against the people. Your husband, when he was alive, did a coup against a government. What you have done is a coup against the people. Somebody said, even if I tell Zoo people from now to 20 years that they cannot understand or do anything. But that's how we come around, isn't it? So we must speak. We must tell the world the truth. Who issued the statement? This is a new one. I've not heard of him before. He is the special assistant to the president on media and publicity. Special assistant to the president on media and publicity, office of the vice president, Laolu Akonde. another forger, another scammer. He came out and is lying. If you are Laolu Akonde's brother or sister or mother or father, know that your child will go to prison. Do you know why? He has actually roped himself in by coming out to defend what is in essence indefensible. Indefensible. Instead of them to get their so-called, bring him out now. I told you I will cage you. I told them, have you forgotten my program? I said it. By the time I finish with Asorok, that thing there will not come outside. That's what I said. I will cage him inside there. What is happening today? He is caged. Can't go anywhere. He's now looking for a way to run away. They've told him you're not going anywhere. He's in trouble with the rest of the zoo. All in trouble. When you are, has anyone actually negotiated before with kidnappers? Have you watched any movie about kidnappers, the way they behave? When they kidnap somebody and you ask, don't ask about that person. Wait for our call. Is that how it works? Once you have kidnappers now, they kidnap somebody, you try to contact them, or you have the families looking for that very person, the kidnappers themselves will tell you, don't worry, don't call us, we'll call you. Is that how they work? That's what they're saying in Asoro. That means that Osibajo, all is not well. Write it down. The time now is almost 6 minutes past 8 p.m. in Biafra. Write it down. Osibajo is in very serious mess, in big trouble. Why am I happy on Osibajo? Is to tell you about the failure, the collapse of Nigeria. The way Osibajo is being treated and being handled is an indication. It's not having a coronavirus symptom. If you have dry cough, you have headache, you have high fever, you are now symptomatic, isn't it? The way Osibajo's case is being handled is symptomatic of the fact that the state has collapsed in Nigeria, that there is a complete failure of governance, that the governing structure of Nigeria is on the floor. One morning they bring out Lai Mohammed to lie. In the evening is Boss Mustafa. The other time is the health minister. No, they are all wearing something on the face. You don't know who is who. They are wearing face mask. It's over, isn't it? Do you see how the zoo collapsed and fell into pieces? And why they must all go to prison? Because by then, of course, Biafra will be gone. Now, do you understand why I said after coronavirus, the whole thing will be over? I know some idiots are trying to claim credit, saying they registered with the UNPO. I will deal with that trash later. I will dump it in the bin later on. Scrap, pure nonsense. Rubbish. I'll put it in the bin. I'll deal with that later on. And they now know we are closed. Let me tell Biafran something tonight. We are at the gate. Our agitation is now, of course, it's irreversible from day one since I took charge. It is even more irreversible now than before. We are very, very close. Extremely close. I will be disappointed if not. Where are they going to run to? Are they going to dig up Buhari from the grave in Saudi Arabia and bring him to speak to Nigerians after coronavirus? After coronavirus is like pregnant. Coronavirus is like a pregnancy. Birth must be given to something after coronavirus. There must be something after coronavirus. Are they going to hide forever? No. So that is why I said that it's only coronavirus that is saving the zoo. The zoo is gone. It is gone completely. It doesn't matter how many Alamajiri they bring in, how many fighters they bring in from the Sahel. There are terrorism going on. No. Somebody saying that Lai Mohammed has built prison for Lai Mohammed. I would like to be the prison warder in the prison that Lai Mohammed will be in. I am asking Nigerians tonight to go and read about a very recent revolution. See what happened in Russia? They swept away the Communist Party. Go and read about it. Go and read. All it will take for Nigeria now to collapse is for people to march on the street. That's why I said it's only coronavirus that is saving them. Without corona, by now, people in Abuja would have gone to Asarok and the zoo will be over. It will be, it's just like the storming of the Bastille. The zoo will be gone. Nigeria, as at this time, today, this very minute, Nigeria only exists on a piece of paper. Nigeria is only existing now on a piece of paper. It is nothing. It's gone. Why is Nigeria gone? Not because Buhari died and not because Buhari died or the soldiers is missing. No, it's because of something called high crimes and misdemeanors. High crimes. Whoever concealed the death of Buhari, whoever incapacitated Yemi Osinbajo, has done a great disservice to humanity, to mankind, and to democracy. Unpardonable sin. Unpardonable. What Aisha is doing is her doom and that of her family. Doomed completely. That the world will hear the name Buhari and it will go into also dictionary. Buhari will be another name for fraud, for grand deception, for high crimes. What these people have done, what Abba Kyari did before he died, is the height of deceit. And Tinubu himself will go to jail because he knew about it. Atiku Abubakar will go to jail. He knew about it. Obasanjo will go to jail because he knew about it. Rogers Okorocha will go to jail. He knew about it. All those that are part of this conspiracy to deceive 200 million people, they will not go to jail. All of them will go to prison. All by none. Look at the statement. Don't ask after him. The statement of kidnappers trying to cover their tracks after killing the hostage. As somebody quite rightly pointed out, they said as time passes, everything said against IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu becomes relevant. And everything that Nnamdi Kanu says becomes relevant before our eyes. You're seeing it. It's no longer film. Remember, they used to call me every name under the sun. Everything they would call. Now they've run out of names. No more names. Used to be peddling fake news up and down. No more names. No more. What are you going to call me? It's over now. But everything I say is relevant. The names I call you is what is recognized all over the world that Nigeria is a zoo. But the names you call me cannot stick. But the name we give to you, stuck. That goes to show that the world will believe IPOB more than it believes Nigeria. So you don't know. Go and ask Google which country is a zoo, or who named Nigeria a zoo. Google will tell you. Tell us Nnamdi Kanu that named Nigeria a zoo. Now you see how powerful we are. That is our idiots running around. We went to UNPO. We are not. I laugh at them. That jokers. Our men everywhere watching and taking stock. The zoo has collapsed. IPOB is like a black mamba. Do you know the snake called black mamba? Everything in the snake is black. The mouth is black. The tongue is black. Everything is black. You know how it kills. A black mamba will strike you only once, and then it will go somewhere and sit down and wait for you, the victim, to die. The toxins will paralyze your muscles, rendering you impotent and immobile. Then the snake will come back and start swallowing you from the head. Chukwukika Biama, Elohim El Shaddai, Adonai, has proven to us that he is our God. Chukwukika Biama said, shame cannot befall IPOB is not possible because your hands are clean. And because your hands are clean, I will destroy Nigeria before your eyes. That was where I said that the zoo, Somalia will be a better. After all, today Somalia has a president and a vice. Nigeria doesn't. Chukwukika Biama told me, I will destroy Nigeria for your sake. For your sake. Because your hands are clean. I will destroy it. There's a huge sacrifice that you have to pay. But I will destroy Nigeria for your sake. God told me. And I told you then. Is it not happening now? I struck the zoo. June 2017. That was when I said in my father's compound back in Biafra land, when they said, oh, well, Buhari is back from London, I said that thing they brought, I called him that thing they brought, because it doesn't exist. That thing they brought back is not Buhari. Has it not played out today? Is it not true now? All of you that were doubting me, is not very obvious now. Bring him out now to speak. He cannot speak. Like a lizard, you open your mouth, no words can come out. We have caged them. Complete caging. They can't move. Total paralysis. We are now about to swallow them. I injected this poison of truth in June 27. It has taken them over 2 years to die. A simple injection. What killed the zoo is very simple, very tiny. Truth. Simple truth I spoke. In my father's compound, June 2017, that thing you brought there is not Buhari. They said they'll kill me. For the idiots who are talking, oh, he ran away from Nigeria. You are a fool. You know why you're a fool? When I was out with my men, you know, back, did you do anything? You shot your guns. What happened? I went to a club and did you come? I smashed the defenses in Abakaliki. What happened? It was in the afternoon, like the cowards they are. I was sleeping in my bedroom and they came. The cowards that they are. Cowards. Were we at war? Was IPOB fighting any war with anybody? Did I declare war? Did I run away from battlefield? Was I fighting a war? No. I was only attending rallies. I was in my bedroom sleeping in the afternoon and they came to kill me. But Nigerian newspapers, the Lagos Gota media wrote that I was fighting war with Nigerian army in my bedroom in the afternoon, sleeping. Do you see how they twist everything? They have met their match in IPOB. They have now met their match, haven't they? Which country is a zoo? The country called zoo is Nigeria. It's in Google. Go and check it. Do you think the world that they are stupid? You don't know they have the videos? Was I at war with Nigeria? Was I fighting war with anybody? You came to my house to kill me. Because I told you then, in June of 2017, that thing there is not Buhari. Buhari is dead in Saudi Arabia. I told you the very simple truth. What is happening today? I am justified, and and they said he ran away from battle, from fight. I was in my bedroom sleep, having an afternoon nap. If you are fighting, why didn't you warn me to say you're coming? You should have told me. On so and so day, come to Abuja. I was to take 2 million men to Abuja to collapse it. And the cowards they are. Instead of them to wait for me to come to Abuja to arrest me in Abuja, if they had the guts, they sneaked in the afternoon to try to assassinate me in the afternoon in broad daylight. And I'm asking all the idiots, their eras, all those janjaweed, and those who are upset because I told them the truth about Awolowo. Awolowo was a thief and a mass murderer. A thief and a mass murderer. A thief and a mass murderer. That's rubbish. Did Nigeria invite me to war? We are at war. Was it recorded anywhere that Biafra was at war with anyone? That is how you are. That is why you don't have a president you don't even know. No vice. It doesn't affect you. You're waiting for 2023. Mad people everywhere. Mad. And after they mess you up, you wait for 2027. That's your life. Counting for 4 years. Like somebody who is in prison. Every 4 years. Every 4 years. Mad zoo people everywhere. Mad and insane. Used tissue paper all over the place. Mad people. It took this venom over 2 years. Or should I say nearly 3 years to take effect. 17, 18, 19, 20. 3 years. What are you doing? Every time you see Buhari, every time you talk about Buhari, talk about something. Do you see how foolish you are? What do you know? If it was the will of God that you should be on this seat that I'm occupying, God would have called you. You would have been chosen, but you were not chosen. Because you cannot see the things that we can see. And I said to Biafrans, we remain on this topic. You see, Jubilee, we remain on it. Come hell, come high water. No matter their distraction, we remain on this topic. Because that is the key. And today, what has happened? What has happened, I'm asking you? This tiny IPOB, this inconsequential, rabble-rousing group of miscreants, these touts, these jobless youths, we have collapsed the whole zoo, is now on the floor. There is a saying where we come from, in the heart of Igbo land. That's who we are. You see us and you think, hey, are they okay at all? But we are making... Oh my, I don't want to give away the secret. Before another idiot will run to OAU or say AU and register with the person selling a recharge card on the street and come and say that they have been recognized by AU. You know, you go to AU and say, you buy a recharge card from the person on the underneath the mango tree. You come out and you say you are not a member of AU. Mad people everywhere, they want to steal glory. That doesn't, everything will kill them. Now I want to show the whole world the American wonder they have been doing with you. I want to prove, because after watching this tonight, I posed a quiz yesterday and I put up a picture I got from a video of 4 pictures of the former US President Barack Obama, who was of course an absolute failure. And I asked people who are intelligent, graduates, everybody, I asked them, tell me or show me which one is the real Barack Obama. And honestly speaking, I don't blame them. 98% of them got it wrong. And if I were to be one of them, had I not been privy to the information that I had before, I would have also failed it myself. Are you following? I showed it to them. Most of them failed it. Those that knew or must have seen the video before, they accept they got it right. That none of them. If you see it, you will swear that there is, of course, this is Obama. That is what they have been doing to you with Jibril. You see now? The voice. They can mimic the voice, and I'm going to play. And Marco, please pause that very video. It's called deep fake. You will see the video. You will see somebody else talking, and the mouth of Obama will be moving with Obama's accent and his intonation. All those people that I was telling my very educated friends that I said, yeah, but his voice sounds like Buhari's voice, so I want to show you how they did it. Anybody can do it. If I want to be, as I said before, if I want to be a Peter Edochie, I can be. You can see me in Peter Edochie's films. I'll be here doing this broadcast, and you will see me as Peter Edochie in a Nollywood movie. It's all possible now. And that was what Abba Kyari was using to deceive all of you. 200 million people left deceived and confused. This is the type of treachery that an ERAT that graduated with nothing from university, because Loreto Noche, the ex-sex trafficker, will give you 3,000 every week. You come and you attack Nnamdi Kanu, you talk rubbish. Have you seen how foolish you are? And Marga, play that very video. I'm going to play it here as well, for them to see. For you to see what I've been doing with you. And I want you to listen to the voice of Barack Obama. Listen to his voice. Listen to the voice of Barack Obama this night and tell me if of information technology and artificial. I told you, after tonight, the zoo is bye-bye zoo. You just can't wait for them to call us for a meeting to tell us those who agree to go with us and where the boundaries will be. That's what I'm waiting for. What else is in the zoo? Let me see the government of the world that will support that nonsense. I want to see the government of the world, any government anywhere that will support what Aisha is doing. I want to see that government. They can hide all they like, try to do their mago, their tricks always. It's better to be together. Buhari's government, not Buhari's government. Where is Buhari? I don't want to hear presidency. Where is Oshibanjo as the vice president? What is the meaning of presidency? What is that all about? Presidency. I am going to play it for you, for the whole world to hear. I want you to hear the voice of Obama, the ex-US president. Listen very carefully, because the whole world is listening. Listen. Listen. Listen carefully, please.
Look at these images. Now, tell me which Obama here is real.
To help families refinance their homes, to invest in things like high-tech manufacturing, clean energy, and the infrastructure that creates good new jobs.
Anyone? The answer is none of them.
Are you listening? That voice you heard is not the voice of Obama, but it sounds exactly like him. Are you listening? Are you following? So when an idiot tells you, I heard the voice sounds like Buhari. Do you see how they do it? And Maka publish the video, let them see it. Do you understand? We teach the zoo what they are ashamed now. Nigerians are ashamed. You know they don't like, especially coming from Biafrans. They will say, you people, you think you're special. You think you know everything. But with all due respect, we do. Very modestly, we do. We know everything. Do you now see it? That was the voice of an actor mimicking Obama, not Obama's voice. It is called AI. Hologram, artificial intelligence. That was why they ran to China, for China to help them. And I told the Chinese, if you deploy your software, I will expose you. And they're afraid. They say Nnamdi Kanu is a madman. And I say, I love it. I'm a miscreant. What do you expect from a miscreant? It is unadulterated madness. That's what we give you. Pure and direct, laden with common sense. That if you forget your prejudice, if my Yoruba brothers can forget their prejudice and embrace the truth, I'm sure some of them would have loved if I were to be a Yoruba man, but that's how Ichigo Kanu made me a Biafran. Because they don't like really promoting whoever is not their own. I understand that. Is a herd mentality. I understand that. I also promote everything that is Biafran, so it's understandable. Some of them secretly wish that Nnamdi Kanu is a Yoruba man. I'm sure they do. But you have many like me there. Just encourage them. Encourage them. Encourage them, and you'll be set free. I am going to play the whole clip for you, or should I say part of it, so you will understand. You will come to appreciate what we are doing. You will appreciate the depth of our persistence and the precision in terms of research. Precision. Because we have no guns, we have no bullets, we have no weapons. We are surgically dismantling the zoo. Surgical precision. With the truth as our scalpel. You know that thing they use in the theater to cut open the stomach. Scalpel is called, is it? Yes. We are dissecting the zoo. When I said we will collapse the zoo, they thought I was going to come with Air Force 1, Air Force 2, fighter jet, roadside bomb. improvised explosive devices, all that rubbish. No. God in heaven said the only weapon you need is truth. Go there and dissect the zoo without fear. And that's what we have done. And today the zoo is gone. We are waiting for COVID-19 to finish. And we are going home. Who is going to keep us in the zoo? Because if they start any war, the world will call them for a meeting and say, bring Buhari to us. Are they going to provide any Buhari? The answer is no. So they can't even go to war. Hey! Eligwe, Chukwuki can't be a man. You see how it's done? Surgical precision. Surgical precision. Now they're starting in Asoro. They say, oh, what are we going to do? If we had known, we should listen to the bishop and negotiated. All of you are in trouble. All of you in Asoro, you are all in one almighty mess. In a very big mess, I tell you. Elohim is my witness, you are in a big mess. Let me finish playing it, that the world may bear witness, that we, in our time, we spoke the truth. And indeed, the truth set us free. For Elohim said, for ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set thee free. Today we know the truth. And the truth is what setting Biafrans free. No bullet, no guns, only the truth. The force of it. I want you to listen very carefully, please. Listen.
This is actually real. So let me tell you how we got here. My inspiration for this work was a project meant to preserve our last chance for learning about Holocaust and the survivors.
Exactly.
It's called New Dimensions in Testimony, and it allows you to have interactive conversations with a hologram of a real Holocaust survivor.
A hologram! A hologram! A hologram! A hologram, not a human being. I want you to see this very clip that is being posted on my page. You will see a hologram. If you're looking at it, you will think it's human. You think it's a person. Nobody is there. It's fake. Hologram. That's what they're using to tell you. Oh, hey, didn't you see him in the video? Oh, Buhari spoke in the video now. Didn't you see him? But bring him out. He's the president. They cannot bring him out. Because now we are prepared. Every day he shows his face anywhere. We pick up the... let me give you the secret. Any day they present anybody to say this is Buhari, as the idiot is coming out, and as soon as any picture is released, we take a 3D of the face. We begin to run it against the database of all the known faces of the old and genuine Buhari, and it will clock it to be false. Because in this very clip as well, I'm asking all Nigerian journalists, go there and you register. And it's a simple assignment. Go and you register on that. It's free for journalists. Go and register. Submit every video of Buhari from 2017. Now, it will all come back as false, as being a forgery, fake. Go and try it. That is when you will come and you will bring your machete, your guns and your bullets. You're training on IPOB in the east. You will go to Abuja and finish it on those of them who are in Nasarawa. They've been lying to you. They have been deceiving you. A hologram, not a human being. But I'm telling you, if you see it, you will swear it's a human being. I'm going to break it down.
Of a real Holocaust survivor.
Yes.
How did you survive the Holocaust?
How did I survive? I survived, I believe, because Providence watched over me.
Can you believe that the man saying this thing is not there? You can see him in the video, his mouth is moving, but he is not there. Hologram. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Are you listening? I am asking Lai Muhammad, are you? Of course he is listening. They all listen. Are you listening? Do you see how we got the zoo? Do you see how the zoo ended? And they gave them Biafra. That is how our children will read about it in school. A truth that was spoken June 2017. That truth matured in 3 years and is the basis for the collapse of the zoo. Nothing else. I know that the writers will change it. Oh, we are telling you from that innocuous announcement I made in June in my father's compound in my home. When I said that thing is not Buhari, that is what is bringing Nigeria to an end in 2020. It is over. It is over. Hey! It's over for them. They are going crazy. They are going crazy.
Recorded in a studio, yet the effect is astounding. You feel so connected to his story, and
it was recorded in a studio and the effects was astounding. Fake, but the man is not there. Fake, that's what they've been doing to you. Zoo is gone. Completely gone. Done and dusted. It's gone.
to him as a person.
Let's continue.
I think there's something special about human interaction that makes it much more profound and personal than what books or lectures or movies could ever teach us. So I saw this and began to wonder, can we create a model like this for anyone? A model that looks, talks, and acts just like them.
Are you listening? Can we create somebody? Let me see, pick a name here. There is somebody called Eve Louis, or is it Lois? I don't know. Omem Majidofo. I can copy Omem Majidofo and put him somewhere, and I'll be talking to him. In my living room, I'll be talking to him. You'll be seeing him in his hologram. That's what they're saying. Anybody anywhere in the world can be reproduced. That is what they are doing to 200 million people. That is how they have wrecked your brains, because they know you are dumb. They know you are stupid. They know you're a zoo animal. They know you are never tenacious. They know. They know line of thought that you will not last long. That was why they managed to deceive you for 3 years. They've been lying to you. They have been stealing all the money, all of it, including their bachalut, everything before your eyes. If you talk too much, they bring recorded clip and play it for you on NTA and say it is live. And I don't even know why people have not sued Channels Television and NTA. They should be taken to court for peddling falsehood. That is how you get the world to know that the zoo is in a deep mess, isn't it? I don't know why they've not been taken to court. I don't know why. I don't know why. They are crying now. They are crying every day. Hey, they have finished also, because you play a bunch of liars and deceivers, a bunch of cowards. Cowards to the core. All you do is you gossip with your 3K from Return. That's all you do. You never face fact. Ask yourselves this question: where is Osibajo? You can't find him. Bring out Buhari if he's there. You can't find him. That is why Aso Rock is empty. And that's why Biafra has come. I'm just waiting for coronavirus to finish. Who is going to defend them? They will swarm, they will hide. And the more they hide, the more difficult it's going to be for them. Now is the only opportunity they have, either to board the nearest private jet and run away, or to say, take your trouble, take your wahala and go. You Biafra, go, just go. Because I know that the Yorubas will defend the Fulanis of its natural, it's always been that way. They'll defend them. So they can be in one Nigeria together. Allow us to go. We are going. Anyway, I will make a very important announcement later on. Let's listen to this. It's very, very critical. I will get the people.
So I set out to see if this could be done, and eventually came up with a new solution that can build a model of a person using nothing but these existing photos and videos of a person.
All we need to do is to use existing videos of somebody. Just existing videos, that's all. And we model you. We put on your favorite clothing, anything you want. That's what I'm saying. It's only coronavirus that is stopping us. because I am going to place Buhari in every country of the world at the same time, so that the zoo guy, by the time we finish with the zoo, if you say you're Nigerian, in any airport around the world, they'll deport you. From there, they'll deport you. If you don't want to be deported, call Aisha now. Aisha is the one who is governing Nigeria now. It's the one who is ruling Nigeria now. Call Aisha now and tell Aisha, if you know what those mad people need, let them go. Because the image of, hey, what I will do to Nigeria after coronavirus? Oh, what I will do to the image of Nigeria after coronavirus? Any ear that hears it will buzzing for life. We will put them inside the gutter where they belong. Where they belong. They are playing with us. They don't know who we are. But take your time and watch the video. And then next time, if you see an IPOB family member around you, you go on your knees and you thank them. Jealousy will not save you. Petty village tribal jealousy cannot save you. You can be as jealous as you like from now to the kingdom come. It will not save you. The zoo is gone. The zoo is gone. They should have listened to Prophet Ingila from time. A time will come when you want to negotiate and they will say no. Go now and negotiate. Dialogue now. Dialogue now. They said no. They did that. What? You see what? Near wood. Told them. Maybe they should take near wood as well. Oh, don't worry. They will handle them. Look at the people you're calling miscreants. They know something you don't know. And can never know. Not for 1 million years you can never know this. They have to tell you that Elohim asked us to come for a purpose. It's not deep fake. Fake Obama talking with fake Obama voice, accent and mannerisms. This is how they have been fooling you all these years. There's another one as well. Mark, please post it. You can be in a movie. Place your face on any actor or actress. I don't know what they call them these days. Yeah, you can be in a movie. Maybe that's what we should be doing now. All these fraudsters in Asorok. Maybe they'll put Buhari's face on the face of Arnold Schwarzenegger and say, can't you see? Now Buhari has muscles. He has now grown some muscle tissue. Can't you see? That's how easy it is to deceive. And what is paining some people is, why must this revelation be coming from a Biafran? Oh, why didn't we think of this thing first? They know how to promote their own, but not others. Very parochial. All of them are hypocrites. It is there. All you need is a selfie. Just take a simple selfie of your face and you put it on the computer and it starts to do the magic. Any expression you want, it will give you. And do you know where this technology came from? Do you know where this technology came from? From China. That was why they import everything. They say, oh, please come. We have 200 million idiots. You can see them with this. Not forgetting that there is those mad people called IPOB. They forgot. The thing about IPOB is that we are super intelligent. Super intelligent. I'm telling you. Super intelligent. We don't miss anything. Nothing. We are very detailed and very thorough in our approach. Please play it. There's even another video of Kim Jong-un of North Korea walking about in New York. Play that video as well. Give them the evidence. I want Lai Mohammed to know that he's no match for us. I want to tell every journalist in this zoo that claims that you are no match for IPOB. You are not a match. When we decide to do something, we do it. We said we'll crush the zoo, and the zoo is gone today. Finished. Finito, as they will say. Is it Latin? There's also another picture of a newscaster pretending to be Forbes, isn't it? You know the Saturday Night Live star Kate McKinnon impersonating Elizabeth Warren live before the whole world. The same dress, the same clothes, everything. The Elizabeth Warren called the studios of Saturday Night Live. God, and she saw herself. It's like as you are. Let's say you're speaking to somebody on Skype or Zoom or whatever, or WebEx, and the person you're speaking to has your face, wearing your skin text, everything, including your clothes. What would you feel? I'm sure some of you will run to your pastor and say, Holy Ghost fire, pray. And the pastor will say, before I pray for you, this demon that is chasing you now, go and pay your tithe, even if there's coronavirus. You go and pay your tithe. Pastor will take it and put it in his pocket. I tell you to come and go and take Panadol and sleep. It is called deep fake. That's what they have been using. That is what Aisha is preparing to use to deceive all of you until 2023. Not knowing that Nnamdi Kanu is there. Give me Biafra and I will leave you alone. Biafra and I will leave you alone. As long as you're holding on to Biafra, forget all the nonsense they're promising you. Oh, we can cut your rubbish. As soon as coronavirus is over, I will pull a stunt. I will pull all of war that every Nigerian will be deported. I'm telling the truth. All of you with Nigerian passports, you will be deported from. The world will condemn you that you people are not fit to be called human beings. If you want to avoid that outcome, tell Aisha Buhari she knows what to do. Just the boundaries, that's all. Because I don't want to impose anything on anybody. The boundaries is all I'm asking for. And then we are gone. Let them use their hand to agree. And then we are gone. 2020. No wonder they said Vision 2020. I didn't know they had Biafra in mind. If they refuse to give us Biafra, Somalia will be a better place than the zoo. What is happening today? Somalia is way better, isn't it? The zoo has been reduced to a people being presided over by an illegitimate first lady. The only thing that gives Aisha Buhari power is that her husband is the president. The day that Buhari was buried was the day she ceased to be a first lady. That was the day she ceased to be a first lady. But she continues to stay there, which is a fraud. Fraud of the highest order. If Chukwu Kikabeme did not send us, why would we have all this knowledge to start with? Why didn't he give it? Why didn't Elohim give it to other people to do this thing we're doing now? Because we are chosen. Jealousy and envy cannot save you. Character the trash in the world. Does it move us? Has he ever stopped us before? Is he going to stop us in the future? The answer is no. Zoo is gone. Gone. Bye-bye zoo. Zoo is gone. After coronavirus, if they don't do what I'm asking them to do, every Nigerian prepare for deportation. Because I will disgrace all of you. Wherever you are. I will disgrace you. You went to university, PhD, masters, bachelors, all this nonsense or rubbish. Your brains are empty. You have seen it now. That thing that miscreants that didn't go to school, and so you with PhD cannot see it. Do you see how foolish your PhD is? Can you see how foolish you are? A Nigerian. Can you see your stupidity staring you in the face? Do you see how a bunch of Janjaweed and Amanjiri have been deceiving you since 2017? Deceiving you since 2017. Have you seen it? People did not they move cattle. Do you see how they've been deceiving you? Ordinary software, ordinary computer program. And you claim you're intelligent. Tomorrow you'll be writing rubbish on Facebook, speaking grammar you don't know. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Somebody's begging me, his name is Gift Dollars. God, please, don't let them deport me. Then you tell Aisha Buhari, tell Lai Mohammed, tell them to hurry up. I mean, I'm in a hurry now. I'm the one who is in a hurry. I want Biafra. I'm in a hurry. I am in a hurry. I want to go. Take your zoo. Take your zoo. Take it and get away from my face. I want to go home and be a free man. Biafrans should be free. Or else, or else after this coronavirus, I will display all the whole world, every major country. I will show them how foolish a Nigerian is, even the ones in their own country, so they will know. All of you will be deported. You know, when I was saying this before, I will break the seal. Some of you are laughing. You can't do it now. You're boasting, Sha. You know that stupid rubbish you say. You're joking, Sha. Has it not happened? Is the seal not broken? Has it not happened? I'm asking you. Before your eyes. You will be deported from wherever you are. By the time I finish, you will see racism against you wherever you are. The world will speak. They will say you are an idiot. You're not fit to be a human being. Tell Aisha, she is now the president. Call Aisha and tell her, please, this is a madman. Give him what he wants, let him go. That's what I'm asking you. So that the world may know that those who choose to be slaves to Fulani, they can go and be slaves to them. They can be dancing all with Fulani. That's their business. I want to be a free man. I want to be a free man. You can be a slave if you want to be a slave. Not Nnamdi Kanu. Heaven forbid, the zoo is being presided over by an illegitimate, an illegal first lady. Illegitimate. Illegal. And some of you are saying I'm a Nigerian. I'm a proud Nigerian. We are not sending anybody on exile in Biafra10, please. All those people, we forgive them because they're ignorant. They don't know. They are foolish. Elohim said we must go and set our people free. That's what we're doing. If you block our way, we will pulverize. We will not, because if we cross you, there will be something left. It's called pulverization. You will not be seen again. You can see dust, but you will not be seen. Be pulverized. You're playing with us. You don't know IPOB, you don't know our might, don't you? You don't know how strong we are. The zoo is finding out how formidable we are. Unbreakable. Unbreakable. This family was ordained by God in heaven. He's unbreakable. He's a monster. IPOB is a monster. You are not replacing it. They are collecting their own share, sharing money in that rock. Even like Mohammed wants to steal his own money as well. Everybody is on the run. Everywhere is hot. Aisha is dishing out money now in foreign currency, in euros, in dollars. They are spending it, dishing it out. Unbelievable. Lai Mohammed wants NTA to compete with CNN and wants $500 million loan. They know this has sunk. Everybody's preparing. Private jet everywhere now. The only thing keeping Nigeria together is cowardice. People who are afraid to do that which is right. Cowards are keeping the zoo together. They hide under their cheap Chinese phone with data bought with blood money in Abuja. They are the cowards. Legendary Zoological Republic. I love you now. Useless. We thought they would destroy them. They thought it was a joke. Hey, you see they make mouth. Has it not happened now? Let COVID-19 finish. I will display a masquerade that when you watch it, instead of you to shed tears, you will shed blood from your eye. Your eye socket will shed blood. The masquerade, when you see it, blood will come out of your eyes and not tears. That you may know that heaven sent me. That's what I do. And how do you know that they're failing? How can you tell? Because even their so-called elders now, they know the people that gave you Buhari, the dictator, they are now running. They are now hiding. They are called the Northern Elders Forum. Their failures are now before them. They have seen their shame. Fulani have seen their shame. They have seen it. And now they are seeking to trace their way, but it's too late. You can no longer retrace your steps. These are the people that campaigned for a brutal, intellectually challenged dictator to be rigged into power. These are the people. Our grandmas are like that. I don't like speaking too much grammar. There's no need for it. Because it ends up confusing Africans even more. There's no need for too much grammar. No need for it. No need for it. It's very simple. Very, very neat and simple. Very neat and simple. It's over for them. I want to share with you what they are saying in the north. What they are saying. We have destroyed them completely and totally. Complete and utter destruction. Have destroyed them. I'm going to play this man for you. You won't believe it, huh? From the Northern Elders Forum. Listen very carefully. To tell that the issue is gone. For Fulani people to be talking like this, it's game over. It's over. And the history will say it was done by IPOB. Because I won't be alive. As some people will say, we cannot be alive after we must have died and suffered for the zoo to break. You will now come and claim credit from somewhere. You are a mad person. It can never happen, no? Never, ever, ever. Listen.
Forum regrets.
Listen.
That by any standard of judgment, the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari has failed the nation in the area of improving its security. Poverty, particularly in the north, and massive social security problems have worsened under this administration. Northern Elders Forum has refrained from comments on
Northern Elders Forum
relating to management of national security and governance. Because it is convinced that these are times which require the highest levels of responsibility and circumspection in the manner elders and leaders of the nation contribute to the search for solutions to the multiple problems which face the nation. It has now become necessary and appropriate, however, to make public the position of the forum on important matters that affect the manner Nigerians live and the future we must all address. On national security.
Yes.
The forum regrets that by any standard of judgment, the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari has failed the nation.
Are you listening? Northern Elders Forum. These are the idiots, the reprobates, that insisted that Buhari must ascend to the throne. These are Fulani Janjaweed. Fulani Janjaweed. Can anybody believe that there will come a time when they open their mouth to be uttering such fine words? That time has come. And also history will record in the time of IPOB. Unbelievable. Zoo has collapsed, gone for good. Let us first listen to what the idiot has to say. It's over, isn't it? They are preparing to tell you that Buhari has resigned due to ill health. Look at it, they think they're smart, but we know. I have minutes of the meeting. I have minutes of the meeting they attended in Kaduna. I have minutes of the meeting. They want to pretend and tell you, oh, but Buhari, due to ill health and COVID-19, he's now resigned. That's why they're holding Osibajo hostage to see who will emerge. Are you following? Are you following? They think they are smart, but we are smarter than them. Let's listen.
Poverty, particularly in the north, and massive social security problems have worsened under this administration. The relationship between insecurity and poverty is
under whose administration? Under Buhari's administration. From Fulani. These are the idiots that want to. It's another 14 years. We need to be in power. Look at the fools. Have you seen it? Have you now seen and heard it from the horse's mouth? Northern Elders Forum of Anga Abdullahi and the other glorified Alamajiri. Is it, what's his name again? Yitanko Yakasai. You see, they have now run away. The might, irrepressible, irresistible force of IPOB. Irresistible. Stand, we crush you. Ask our enemies. Now it's confession time. Confession time. The way he's confessing is how Aisha Buhari will confess before she's sentenced or hanged for high crimes and misdemeanors. That's happened, hasn't it? Listen, we must get it right. Useless people, useless zoological republic, useless to the core. They think we are mates, that we are joking. This your Biafra you are doing. This your Biafra you are doing.
Social security problems have worsened under this administration. The relationship between insecurity and poverty is fundamental, but the administration does not appear to have any idea on what will provide relief or solution.
If Buhari were alive, will he say this? No.
It gives this forum no pleasure to say that it has warned Nigerians that President Buhari lacks the will, the competence, and the commitment to lead it into a secure and prosperous future.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that? Conservative, backward Alamajiri talk shop. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? I can't say to go. They are preparing to ship out his name to say COVID-19, he was ill, but they're not going anywhere. They are not going anywhere. Aisha Buhari is going to prison. You see how they want to stop Aisha from going to jail? Aisha is going to prison. You see it? Even Oshibajo, I wish him well, but Oshibajo for knowingly lying to the people. Oshibajo he will be in trouble as well. I want it to be well, but he will be in trouble. Now they know they have failed all of a sudden. They have failed. And you have the consequences of failure. Have you seen that clip of Alamajiri? Up to 1 mile of Alamajiri, no father, no mother. Baby factory, industrialized child production in the north. God knows where they come from. Those of you fighting for one Nigeria. Have you seen the clip of Alamajiri? Sitting there. Please, Amaka, can you post it, please? If you're following. Post the clip of Alamajiri. These are the voters. 6 years old, they used to vote for them in Kanu. Have you forgotten? Somebody come and say, oh, the election was free and fair. It was credible. 6-year-old will vote in Kanu. They are the Alamajiri. Have you seen their clip? Is this the country you want to belong to? Those of you fighting for one Nigeria, which Nigeria are you fighting for? Do you know where these kids come from? Some are from Niger. Some are from Chad. Others from Cameroon. Others from other parts of the Sahel, from Mali. You don't know who is who because I don't have brothers in the north. But they close your brothers in the south. You that is the intellectual. Abba Kyari close your own borders in the south. But their borders in the north are open. Any Alamajiri can come from anywhere in the Sahel and come in. And now they're moving them to the south. And all of you are there attacking IPOB and Nnamdi. You see how, anyway, of course they are fake. Some of the accounts you see are not owned by people. It's just computer generated. They paid the money in Russia and in Israel to generate fake accounts. Ratan Ochie and Femi Adesina. Garabashev, in fact, actually negotiated the deal. So some of these idiots you're seeing here answering stupid names, they are not human beings. They are computer-generated names. If the Northern Elders Forum have rejected the administration being run under the name of Buhari, why would a Yoruba person support it? Ask yourself that question. So some of the things you're seeing, they're all fake accounts. It's fake. It's just like the AI we're talking about. It's just like that thing in Asarok claiming he's Buhari. They're all fake. There's nobody there. They're all computer generated. That is what Loreto Onoche is doing. That's her job. He was an American man who was, I don't know if he caught coronavirus as well. A man called Mr. Green, married to an Igbo woman. He is an American man who is running their counter social media team. It's all fake accounts. If I'm asking anybody supporting the administration of Aisha, I'm asking you, because now Aisha is the ruler of Nigeria. If the Northern Elders Forum can reject the administration, how about you? These are the people that killed black everybody. And the zoo is buffeted, and to an extent, Biafra10 as well, on both sides. Now is vaccine. And as I told you before, all the Chinese scientists are experimenting with you in Kanu. And all the Nigerian doctors are in TV studios, as I told you before. And none of you actually knows that Bill Gates World Health Organization, I call it Bill Gates because he is the one that funds them. Do you know that World Health Organization is in the zoo called Nigeria? They were the ones that persuaded these criminals who are on the run now to agree that Nigeria will participate in the vaccine. Are you aware of that? And Nigerian doctors are saying no, but they will not listen. And I'm saying no vaccine. If you bring that rubbish to Biafra land, we'll take it and we'll inject you with it. We don't want any vaccine in Biafra land. We do not want any. We don't want. Go and test it in Oyibo countries. Go to Europe, go to America, go to China. Before we start any vaccination, let the Chinese vaccinate first. And I'm telling BBC Igbo, because BBC Igbo, they have come to kill us. They are their propaganda arm to get into us. BBC Igbo, go and tell your masters that we are not ready for any vaccine. We don't want it. Not at all. We don't want any vaccine in Biafra land. The video is there for the vaccine. And if you want, you can watch it on my page. What gives me greater concern is the advancement of the Janjaweed foot soldiers. They have come. They call it the Al-Majiri dispersal policy. What they have done is to send their army. I knew that El-Rufai would do this. El-Rufai was the man that armed Fulani terrorists, the headsmen, to strike in southern Kaduna. And he actually paid them money. He came out and he said, I paid them to stop killing Nigerians. And I know that El-Rufai wanted to inherit the mantle of Buhari as the hitman of the north. That's what he wants to do. But he has failed. And today we are telling El-Rufai, I am today instructing all the governors in Biafra land, send all those Al-Majiri back to Kaduna. It was El-Rufai that organized the dispersal program of Al-Majiri. These are sleeper cells. They are coming. And they are coming to kill. They are coming to take over our land. They want to cause mayhem and trouble. What they want to do is this. They know that there is no Buhari, there is no Sibajo right now. So what they want to do is to start chaos so that the world will be focused on the problem, on the breakdown of law and order in Nigeria, rather than asking questions as to why they have been lying to the world about Buhari being alive when all the period has been dead in Saudi Arabia. That's what they want to do. It's another diversionary tactics. It's another attempt to deflect the world's attention away from what is happening in Asoro. So they send them down. The arms they are going to use is already in Biafra land. They have it everywhere. And their backup is the Nigerian army. Those in Obinze, those in Ohafia, those in Asa, those in Iguacha. All the army formations you have in Biafra land are there to support their own people when the time comes. And the time has come. And their field marshal is Governor El-Rufai of Kaduna State. He is the one leading the charge. He is the fundamentalist, the Islamic fundamentalist that wants to see Quran dipped in the Atlantic Ocean. This is their best time. They will not have any other time to do it. Now is the opportunity. to do it. And we are checkmating them. Because they have gone and they have said how they plan to take over Nigeria. They have said it. They have a plan, a well-marshaled plan. They will arrest, some of them were arrested. Who are the people behind this? El Rufai and co. It was Abba Kyari before leading it. Buhari was there leading it. He died. Abba Kyari took over. He's dead. Now, the Janjaweed field marshal is El Rufai. That midget. He wants to dip the Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. He is a very brutal fellow. Very cold, callous, and calculating. Let me tell you what the world knows about the movement of the Janjaweed and the Majiri to the south. That your governors pretend they don't know, but they know. At the age of 17, Sahid Aminu and his younger brother Mustafa Aminu, who was 15, were forced by their father to abandon school in 2015 and join a terrorist group known as Jamatu Ansarul Muslimina Fil Bilal di Sudan. From Sudan. They have come to our land. They are among the 9 suspected terrorists that were recently arrested by detectives attached to the office of the Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response Team. The group, popularly known as Ansarul, is said to be responsible for the recent kidnapping of 2 expatriates working with Tricata Limited, and were also alleged to have participated in the abduction of Magajin Garin of Daura in Katsina State. Their ultimate, however, is to take over Nigeria. Are my Yoruba friends listening? Do you think you're safe? Do you think if you support Fulani in their misdeeds, in their evil acts, that somehow you're safe? These foot soldiers are coming from across the whole of Sahel. From everywhere. They are coming to kill. They have said, they confessed, we have come. One of them confessed, when I was converted, they told us that we are fighting against the Nigerian government. Are you listening? When he was converted, fighting against Goodluck Jonathan. Are you listening? In 2015. This man, unbelievable. Let me give you their names. Shuaibu Ahmadu, Aminu Shuaibu, Isha Khalid, Yusuf Abubakar, Awal Umar, Abubakar Isa Muhammad, and Abubakar Mustafa, all of who confess to be active members of this terrorist group drafted in to come and take over Nigeria. They are in the custody of the Inspector General of Police. So you can't say IPOB made it up. This is why when Yorubas are conniving with the Fulanis, they must be aware of this. This is what they're conniving. Anytime you say, oh, one Nigeria, anytime you see Alomajiri, Aboki tell you about one Nigeria, this is what they are planning for. They want to take you over. They want to take you over. And have you seen it? Ask the Inspector General of Police and he will tell you. Don't ask me. Ask your Inspector General of Police. They will tell you about the group of terrorists under the direct supervision of El Rufai, overseen by the Nigerian Army. I remember when we raised the alarm that Nigerian Army coat of arms, insignia, as you say, contains Arabic words. One idiot that claims the educated said it doesn't matter. The army is from the north. Can you believe such rubbish? In a secular country, a country that wasn't colonized by the Arabs, the army insignia is in Arabic. In Arabic. And you're talking about one Nigeria. And you have people who are Christians serving under this banner. And I will tell you what it says. That thing they scribbled under the star in the banner and the insignia of Nigerian Army. Let me tell you first of all what it means. It means that the loyalty of the Nigerian Army and their allegiance lies with Islam and Saudi Arabia. That's what it means. And they are there to provide support for the Janjaweed army. The Nigerian army barracks in Onitsha the one in Obinze, the one in Asaba, everywhere. They want to build a new one in Abo. They are bringing this army in. This army is providing support for their foot soldiers. They have killed so many people that it is no longer news. The killing of people is no longer news. Are you not aware of it? Are you pretending that you don't know? Are you pretending you don't know? Unbelievable. The motto on the Nigerian insignia says, and I read in English, victory from Allah. Victory from Allah. Everybody have what they call the Almighty. It's not God, but you have Christians serving in the army. And I'm asking every Christian in the Nigerian army to prepare for their resignation. They must leave that army because they too will be killed when the time. As I'm saying it now, it doesn't sound great. Hey, this madman, see what he's saying. Then when it happens, I will come back on air and I will say to the world, do you remember when I told you that they'll kill them? And the world will remember. And they will say yes, that they heard it. And then now it's happened. Every Christian must leave the Nigerian army, go back to your towns and your villages to defend it against the people that we are brought in to be supported by this same army to conquer our towns and our villages. The zoo is gone. They want to take it by force. They want to take it by force. Buratai is in hiding, isn't he? As I told you, he will be. Photoshopping everywhere. Fulani people are on the final attack. They have subdued the middle belt. They have used their age-old alliance to convince the Yoruba that they mean well for them. Unfortunately, the Yorubas have fallen for this very trick. Very shameful and very pathetic. All the people you are seeing, they are telling you that they are Lamajri, they are coming down to the south. Oh dear me. They are coming to take up their positions, and the nearest military barracks to you will provide them with arms and ammunition and the logistics to attack us. They have come on a suicide mission. Most of them know that they will not go back. But as long as the cause of Allah and Islam served, so be it. So if we fail to do something now, if the governors fail to do something now, if those that claim the love of people fail to do something now, we'll be fighting a regular action. That is something that the world must understand. The world must know this. That is something that the world must understand. The world must know this. The Fulani that we saw, there are almost 1 million of them heading down to the zoo, where they are being received by Fulani soldiers. Buratai, before he went missing, was part of the plan. Abba Kyari was the one who was in charge, but now El Rufai is one taking over. That is why they are brazenly shipping Al-Majri to all sections of the zoo. Everywhere will get it. And they will attack simultaneously. And when the world will tell, say, oh, come for peace negotiation and peace treaty, they will say, oh, but they are there now. After all, there are Igbos in Sabongeri in Kanu, so they can stay where they are. And that will be the end of us. And as I warned you, those who are living in the north, you people are putting our existence in jeopardy. I'm telling you. You people are risking, you people are putting our existence as a race in jeopardy. I must warn you. I must warn you. I must warn you. And as they are moving down, what is the response of the various border police in Obolafo, in a border town? The Janjaweed police are busy collecting bribe and allowing these buses to come through, allowing the trailers to come through, allowing all the Congo carrying these people to come through. Very sad indeed. Very, very sad. And the governors are not doing anything. The governors are not doing anything. It seems to me that the governors we have in our land, with the exception of Wike perhaps, they are all in cahoots with these people to invade us and to kill us, all of us. That's what is happening. That is why they're not doing anything. That is why the governors are not doing anything. The Janjaweed are coming in. The army and the police, staffed by the Fulanis, are letting them through. But there is a lockdown. There is a curfew. There is a movement restriction. But unfortunately, how come these luxurious buses, how come these trailers, how come these 911, how come they're constantly coming in? Because our governors are only interested in how much they can get for themselves and their families, and when it starts happening, they run away. That's what they're trying to do. They don't love you. They pretend they love you, but they don't. They don't. That is the truth. Unless they change tonight or tomorrow morning. The Fulani are taking advantage of the lockdown to distribute their jihadi hitmen all over Biafra land. Unknown to some of you, that is what Wike is battling. That is why Wike is saying you must lock down. Don't have anybody in your hotels. Lock down. Because Wike is aware of this intelligence. But I don't know why he's not sharing with the other governors from the Southeast. I don't know why. That is why he appears to be very harsh. People don't understand. He's aware that an invasion is taking place. Wike is aware of the invasion. That is why he's doing what he's doing. But unfortunately, the rest of the governors in the Southeast, they are just there. What are you doing to defend us? Nothing. Are you going to help to defend us? Nothing. They can't do anything. They want us to be taken. They want our land to be taken over. Very, very sad indeed. Extremely sad. And what is going to happen to us is exactly what happened in Delta. Remember Delta, they said, we are near, some of them, not all of them, of course. We are near, we're not Igbo. We are part of Nigeria. Let me tell you the gift that Nigeria has given to them. Fulani terrorist headsmen have killed people in Rapanam. They have a camp. And if I go and ask Okowa, who is the governor of Delta State, to tell you the truth about what is happening. The sophisticated rifles and weapons we have found with these Fulani people, which the governor himself asked to be brought to the government house. And they came to the village and they killed 2 people. One of them is the only child. One of them is the only child. On Wednesday night, these people, they kidnap our daughters and our mothers and they go and rape them. They come to villages in the night because the nearest army barracks is supporting them. You see all those army barracks in Abakaliki and the Chinese, they are there to support Fulani headsmen, not there to protect you. The army is meant to defend the country in a time of war. Is Nigeria at any war? Is there any war going on? Why do you have a disproportionate amount of military barracks in the south? Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Why do you have a disproportionate amount of military establishments in the south? What are they doing for you? Is anyone invading Nigeria from the sea? Is anyone invading them from anywhere? Why do you have military barracks? They need to instill fear. They need to control you. They need to kill you. They need to support their fellow terrorists to kill you. Now you know it. If you are a southerner and you're serving in the Nigerian army, all you're doing is to help the Janjaweed, the Fulani, to conquer your people. That's all you're doing. I know some of you start calling me and saying, but we cannot feed. You stay in the Nigerian army and keep feeding in the Nigerian army. You are fighting within, or you are serving in an army whose ultimate goal is to enslave you. That's what you're doing. And that's why you realize it the better. They came to Abanam, they kidnapped a woman, they raped the woman, Then the committee gathered their vigilante to go into the forest. And the person was that the man that was given vision is Emeka. One of his members was killed on the spot. You went to ask for your mother that was kidnapped. That's how they give diseases to our mothers in the village. They kidnap our mothers, they rape them, they kidnap our mothers, they in broad daylight. Even the newspapers never ever report it. But you have governors, they're doing nothing. 2023, another set of idiots will come out and tell you, please vote for us. But thankfully by then we are gone, because the zoo is crumbling this year. Must crumble this year. It must crumble this very year. They are there killing people. They killed 2 vigilantes, 2 of them for no reason. Give us our daughter that you kidnapped and raped. Okay, give her to us. You have raped her. Give her to us. They said no. They killed 2 of them. Fulani. Are you telling me that Igbo people can go to the north and do such a thing? They will destroy everything. But that is how they have frightened and they have cowed you into a situation where you can no longer speak. They come to your house. As I told you in 2012, they will take your daughters, they will take your mothers. Nobody will do anything about it. Is it not happening now? Everything I tell you comes to pass. Absolutely everything. And the Governor Okowa is aware of what is happening. Will they do something about it? I very much doubt. Absolutely nothing. Okowa is a witness to what is happening, to the sophisticated weapons these Fulani terrorists are carrying. They come into our land, they pretend, and El Rufai is the one in the north remoting everything. He is the one who is piloting all these affairs, and is very, very sad indeed. As we are confronting this very danger, some criminals are busy, always conniving and lying, and deceiving themselves and not us. The most painful part is that the fledgling movement led by Professor Akintoye has fallen victim to this very fraud as well. In Yoruba media that have for so long been looking for a way to whittle down the power of IPOB are now promoting a piece of news that is worthless, that is junk, more or less. And I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. UNPO that Professor Akintoye registered, and Wazirike said he has registered as well, is nothing. I repeat, it is nothing. It's an ordinary NGO. It's like IPOB organizing a few independent movements around Africa to say, come, let's go and to ECOSOC and start representing your interest. And for that privilege, you pay us $2,000 every year. Or is it every month? I don't know. That is every month or every year, I don't know. That's all. UNPO has nothing to do with UN. But Wazirike thinks that he can keep lying. He thinks that now is the previous era. Because we no longer talk about him, he thinks he can come out to lie and to deceive. Now Biafra is at hand. He wants to start lying. That's perhaps him joining UNPO somehow helped in the coming of Biafra. Unbelievable. What they have done, these people are so funny. So funny. UNPO is just a mere agency and NGO that goes about collecting money from people, agitating for freedom, so they can pass your letters and your correspondence not to UNO but to ECOSOC. ECOSOC is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Do you know why it's nothing? Because World Igbo Congress is there. Igbo in Maryland, they're also there. You are paying somebody money to take your letter to a place, and in that meeting that your letter is going to, World Igbo Congress is there. Nzuko Omwani is there. Omwata in Maryland is there. And you come back and you tell a Nigerian journalist, it's UNPO in The Hague. It's UNPO. And the journalists don't even go online to type in UNPO, what they represent. He just published it. That Oduduwa is closed. Biafra is closed. According to Wazirike. Because of UNPO membership. Iberibe warrior. I don't blame Prosakite because he may have been duped or scammed. I don't know. But this is how was the case. And some people who are learned that claim they went to school, instead of them to use that their phone they take selfie with, go to your Google and you Google UNPO. It is an ordinary NGO, non-governmental organization. Has nothing to do with UN. Nothing. The meeting that they are going to take your letter. Why didn't Wasike go to a World War Congress and say, please take this letter to ECOSOC from me? Or to Umuada in Maryland. Umuada Igbo, Maryland. But he gave $2,000 to a white man in Hague. Only if they know how far we have gone. I don't know why Wasike will spend time deceiving people. I don't know, even the journalists that publish this junk, I don't know where, simple research you can't do. Rather than lying and giving $2,000 a month to an agency to take your name to ECOSOC, just give that money, half of it to World Igbo Congress or to Umuada to be better used. They will take some letters for you to the same meeting. Because when UNPO comes, they will meet Umuada in the meeting. And they will meet WIC in the meeting. It's nothing. That's why we didn't understand. Because it is nothing. We have gone beyond all this rubbish. Beyond. That is why Biafra resonates all over the world. Not a stunt. This same stunt you were playing before when you started. Printing of passport, plate number, all this nonsense. You're still doing it now. And you're not afraid. In the era of IPOB, all these village games, you're still playing it. As old as you are, Wasike, you're still playing village games.